As above, so below. As within, so without. These ancient words, attributed to the Emerald Tablet, reveal a fundamental truth woven into the fabric of existence. They remind us that the cosmos and the individual, the vast and the minute, are not separate forces but reflections of the same universal intelligence. This concept, known as the principle of correspondence, suggests that patterns repeat across all levels of reality, from the subatomic to the cosmic, from the spiritual to the material. Understanding this principle allows us to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science, between mysticism and empirical discovery. The universal reflection, the very forces that shape galaxies, also guide the formation of the tiniest atoms within us. The intricate dance of celestial bodies mirrors the interactions of electrons and protons. If we look closely, we see this reflection everywhere. The branching of trees resembles our vascular system. The spirals of galaxies mimic the patterns in seashells, and the structure of neurons resembles the cosmic web that connects galaxies across the universe. This interconnectedness is not merely poetic but rooted in deep, observable truths. By recognizing these repeating patterns, we gain insight into the fundamental nature of existence. The universe is a fractal-like structure where the macrocosm and microcosm reflect each other. This idea has been echoed throughout history, from the Hermetic teachings of ancient Egypt to the sacred geometries of different spiritual traditions. By studying one aspect of reality, we can better understand the whole. The inner world shapes the outer world. If the universe is a grand reflection, then our inner world, the thoughts we cultivate, the emotions we nurture, shapes the reality we experience. Our mindset, beliefs, and attitudes act as filters, determining how we interpret and interact with the world. The principle of correspondence suggests that what exists within us manifests externally. When we harbor negativity, fear, or doubt, we see a world filled with obstacles and limitations. Conversely, when we cultivate positivity, resilience, and clarity, opportunities and harmony emerge. This concept is deeply embedded in many philosophical and spiritual traditions. Jesus proclaimed, "The kingdom of God is within you," Luke 17:21, emphasizing that divinity is not found in distant heavens, but within the human spirit. The philosopher Plotinus taught that self-knowledge leads to universal knowledge, reinforcing the idea that exploring our own nature reveals the nature of the cosmos. Swiss psychologist Carl Jung expanded on this with his theory of the collective unconscious. He proposed that each individual's mind is a microcosm of humanity's shared psyche, containing archetypal images and patterns that shape our experiences. Just as the universe moves in cycles, so too does human consciousness, evolving through patterns of transformation and growth. Alchemy and transformation. From an alchemical perspective, the journey of self-transformation is a reflection of the universe's own creative process. Paracelsus, the great physician and alchemist, believed that by refining our inner world, we align ourselves with the natural laws governing all existence. Alchemy was not merely the transmutation of lead into gold, but the elevation of the soul, transforming fear into wisdom, ignorance into understanding, chaos into harmony. The famous axiom, "as above, so below," was a guiding principle in alchemical traditions. The process of distillation and purification in alchemy was seen as a metaphor for spiritual refinement. Just as raw materials must be purified to reveal their true essence, human beings undergo trials and challenges to refine their character and reach higher states of awareness. The illusion of separation. The principle of correspondence also dissolves. The illusion of separation between spirit and matter. While they appear as opposites, they are two expressions of the same reality. Just as light passing through a prism separates into many colors, the essence of existence takes different forms without losing its unity. By understanding that spirit and matter are intertwined, we move beyond limiting dualities and embrace a holistic view of life. Many mystical traditions speak of this unity. In Hinduism, The concept of Brahman represents the ultimate reality, which manifests in countless forms yet remains one. In Taoism, the interplay of yin and yang demonstrates how apparent opposites are complementary aspects of a greater whole. The Hermetic teachings emphasize that all things are connected, and by understanding these connections, we can navigate life with greater wisdom and harmony. Nature's testament to the principle. Nature itself is a testament to this principle. The spiral of a nautilus shell mirrors the shape of distant galaxies. The Fibonacci sequence governing the growth of plants appears in the proportions of the human body, the arrangement of leaves, and even in economic cycles. Fractals, repeating geometric patterns found in ferns, snowflakes, and lightning bolts, exemplify how the same structures appear on vastly different scales. These patterns are not coincidental, but reveal an underlying intelligence governing existence. When we observe nature, we see the same mathematical principles at work in everything from the motion of planets to the veins in a leaf. This suggests a unifying order, an inherent harmony that we are a part of. Scientific echoes of ancient wisdom. Physics also echoes this ancient wisdom. Quantum mechanics reveals that the act of observation influences the behavior of particles, suggesting that consciousness and reality are deeply intertwined. The theories of physicist David Bohm propose that the universe is a vast hologram, where each part contains the whole, further reinforcing the idea that what happens on one level resonates across all others. Additionally, the principle of emergence in science demonstrates how simple components give rise to complex systems, much like how individual human experiences shape collective consciousness. From the self-organizing behavior of cells to the formation of ecosystems, science increasingly supports the idea that the universe operates on repeating, interwoven principles. Practical applications in daily life. But beyond philosophy and science, how does this principle apply to our daily lives? It teaches us that the habits we cultivate shape our external world. A disciplined mind fosters a disciplined life. Someone who nurtures inner clarity and purpose will see these qualities reflected in their physical health, relationships, and achievements. Likewise, internal chaos breeds external disorder. Consider the simple act of gratitude. When we consistently focus on abundance and appreciation, our perception of life shifts, and we begin to attract experiences that align with this mindset. The mind acts as a lens, shaping the reality we experience. If we see the world with fear, we will find threats at every turn. If we cultivate inner peace, the world mirrors that tranquility back to us. Aristotle wisely said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Every small action, whether a conscious breath, a kind word, or a moment of reflection, ripples outward, creating the foundation of our lives. Just as the cosmos follows precise laws, our choices set in motion a cascade of effects, shaping our future. Embracing the principle of correspondence. Understanding the principle of correspondence allows us to live with greater intention. It reminds us that we are both creators and creations, both the sculptors and the clay. By aligning our thoughts and actions with higher principles, we attune ourselves to the natural harmony of the universe. Like a still lake reflecting the stars above, reality mirrors the essence we cultivate within. If we seek love, we must become love. If we desire strength, we must embody discipline. If we long for peace, we must nurture it in our hearts. As above, so below. As within, so without. Let us embrace this truth and shape our reality with wisdom, intention, and purpose.